her life changed because she became a star. Your life changed too.
Yeah.
You also became kind of a celebrity.
By association, yes.
Yeah. Did you like that?
Sure, there were great things about it. I mean, you know, got to go to these great parties and meet famous people and fly on private planes and stay in really great houses and nice hotels. And, you know, when we toured, we didn't stay at the Holiday Inn.
But you are complaining in the book about the fact that you didn't get the hotel suites, but she put you in ordinary rooms just like everybody.
By the time the girly show came around, it was time for, you know, for me to have something that I thought reflected my position. And, you know, I don't think it was a complaint. It was a request, you know.
And how did she react to that?
Not well.
What did she say?
She yelled and screamed that she had given me enough, but in the end, I got what I wanted. So I think she just wanted to yell and scream for a little bit and still feel like she was in control of things.
Well, if you don't find an answer, Keith, you can't. I mean, I'm singing a cappella and my fucking headset goes out.
Did she change because of the success?
I don't know that she changed. She just became more of what she was. It just became more extreme. That's all.
So she never was a nice person.
I never said that. I never said she wasn't a nice person.
No, but when I read the book, well, she's not the nicest person on earth.
No, she's not the nicest person in the world, but she can be nice. There are nice moments. I mean, we had great moments. We had really great moments. You know.
But what was the turning point in a relationship?
Well, there was not a major turning point. There was Guy Ritchie.
You really hated the guy.
I don't hate Guy. I dislike him. Whatever. Look, he's a miserable.
Why?
He's just miserable. He always is. He always has been. And I can see why she's not with him. You know, I don't know why he is. I think he was just naturally miserable.
And a homophobe.
That too. I also think that he was very threatened by my relationship with her.
I can imagine, actually. Because you were so close. It must be difficult for a new partner.
None of the other men in her life were ever felt that way. Had never experienced someone so insecure. You know, that she had to wear a T-shirt with his name on it. You know what I mean? It just didn't make any sense to me.
You were at the marriage. You were invited.
I was blackmailed.
Yeah, because otherwise
I wouldn't have gone.
No, but she wouldn't pay you?
She would only pay me if I went to the wedding.
For your interior designing?
No, yes, for a job that I just finished for her. So
that's really blackmail.
It was blackmail.
And you did go?
I wanted to get paid.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my God! It was a terrible experience.
It was pretty horrible.
It's quite funny to read it, actually.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I don't think I'll be invited back to another wedding, but
because she asked you to hold a speech.
To give a toast, yes.
A toast. And what did you say?
Well, you kind of have to know Guy for it to be funny and read the book for it to be funny to anybody. But I said that. Well, first I said, "You really don't want me to do this because I was in a bad mood," and she insisted, and so I got up and said, "I'd like to toast this happy moment that happens twice, only twice in a person's life," which was a dig at the first marriage. And if anybody wants to fuck Guy, he'll be in my room. And
you said that at his wedding.
Yeah. I was at that point, I didn't care.
But I think you're very honest in the book, because it's not always that positive for yourself.
No.
When I read the book, I think, well, actually, he sometimes is kind of a loser, because, yeah, well, then you have these tensions, she's not very nice to you, and then you have a fight, and then she calls you, "Oh, Christopher, I need you," and then Christopher, like a little dog, comes back.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm trying to explain. That was my life. There was nowhere else to go, even if I wanted to leave.
Yeah.
I mean, our lives were completely wrapped up. I mean, I was wrapped up in her life. Let me put it that way. She wasn't so much wrapped up in mine. And I suppose it was a bit like a drug, you know, that it's hard to kick.
You were addicted to Madonna.
Probably.
Ugh.
You know? Well,
doesn't sound very healthy.
It doesn't. And in the end, one has to kick the habit, and I did.
I can imagine that Madonna, your sister, isn't really thrilled about it, because...
Frankly, I don't care. I honestly don't care.
Why not?
Because it's not. I didn't write this for her. I wrote it for me.
Yeah, but also the rest of the world is reading now about the intimate life.
They're reading about the story of the adventure that we have been on. And I don't regret it. I'd write it again. Maybe funnier this time.
Did you get any reaction from her?
Not directly, no. None directly. I know that she was angry about it. She let my father know that she was angry about it. But
can you imagine that Madonna feels betrayed? Because
I imagine she would feel that. Of course she would.
Yeah. What if she would have written a book about you, like this one?
Well,
would you've liked it?
As long as I got paid, sure. Why not?
Then it's all about the body again. Come on. No, but
at that point, it would have been about the money.
Try to put yourself in her shoes.
She would never have written a book about me.
Because you're not interesting enough for her.
Because her focus is not me. Her focus is herself.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
Okay. Well, it's honest. It's I like the book, I must say, because I've learned a lot about that period, and I was interested. I've met your sister too,
right.
3 years ago. I didn't really like her actually. No, really, I really had.
You wonder why I wrote the book?
Yeah, no, because she was such a cold person. I tried to interview her, but
well, she's, there's a lot of walls up.
Yeah.
And
her last words to me were, "You haven't been very nice to me." Really?
Well, you've been very nice to me.